Right, looks like we're going higher perhaps. It's just perhaps, that's not a fact. That one needs lining up better. Yeah, that one can get duplicated. Cool, so that's our levels of interest. On EU, let's do our little Tokyo box. Done. Turn that on. 5 minute nothing, 2 minute nothing, 10 minute nothing. Nothing really on EU. Check GU. Tokyo box, let's check. That's not been swiped yet. Cool. Let's check the low. Low has been swiped. Interesting. Text, middle, center. There's some more of them. Oh, that's the wrong one. Session range. Let's do that one. That one. This one. This one. That one's already taken. If this takes this, that's the next level. Might as well mark that out. Box, right, cool. That's our session ranges to be aware of. Prices just came up and filled that FVG up there. We're in some very pivotal higher time frame trend lines right now, so it's something to be aware of. In terms of intraday action right now, this could be a buy. GU higher. Back up to that. Yeah, let's line it up quick. Trade. We want GU 1 minute. Let's have a look, shall we? Because we've got previous resistance broke above previous support. Looks like it's trying to take that clear level out here of this session range. See if we can catch a little buy on that right now. High, low, high, low, high, low. It's tricky. I'd say this is probably the low. Doesn't really give us. That one's a more sensible low if we take that from the 71. If we're going to get that. So that low is 36, so 2 ticks below is actually 34. Entry is 95, cool. TP2 is there, cool. This is quite early in the day, so we could look to have a TP3 higher if we wanted to. Here's our zone. Make that green. We had the rejection candle from the 61, so yeah, we could set a limit here right away. TP1 would be there. TP2 would be there. Rejection, support. Yeah, I'd say we can limit this 6 pips. GU free tick spread 6.4. Stop. Let's do it. $31 lots. New order. Pending buy limit. 15.5. Entry. Free tick spread. Stop loss beneath. Place that. Duplicate it. Cool. TPs. That's one of them. That's the other one. Modify it. Other one. Cool. Right, they're on. That's a limit. Let me pass that over to the VIP. Looks like that needs to go up, and that needs to go up. Cool, let's see if we can get it. Maybe not, might have already gone off with ours and not tagged the 71. Let's see, you never know. If it hits that level, I'll probably take it off, so that'll be a double top risk. See if it wants to come back down first. Right, it's taken that previous high. I would probably remove limits for now. And we'll study this. See if it takes that session range or makes another low first. The idea is right, we just need a safe pullback level. Let me load up the chat. I got straight into it this episode. Yeah, it's probably just going to take it without us. Yeah, there you go. Taking the session high. EU already took the high and carried on through, so maybe that's what GU does as well. If it does, we've got a nice target up here to aim for if it wants to push higher. I do support that idea. Normally I'd wait to see what happens after this gets taken, but since EU has pushed higher, we could safely assume GU will follow suit. GU isn't really giving any setups, it's too bullish. GU is kind of alright. Boys, I've had my fucking mic muted. My bad. My bad. Thanks for letting me know. I was basically saying, nice big fair value gap needs to be refilled. We've got EMA support. Higher highs and high lows. I would usually be a bit more cautious around this high being swept, but EU has confidently broke above and made new highs above, so we can use that as a bit of a sound convergence to say GU is just lagging and should do the same. So yeah, pleasure to have everyone in. This isn't a sell limit just yet. I've just sort of priced up my lot sizes and stuff that I need, and right now we're waiting for this, something like this, to happen. Okay, so let's see how price reacts in our zone and see what happens. So we're not blindly selling this, we're waiting for some confirmations first. What we can do is go on a 100, check this on a 1 minute. So I want to see 2 minutes worth of rejection. Copy that. Copy that. And with this dropping lower, we can actually enter off of the 78.6. Right, so we've had 1 minute of rejection, 4.9 pips. Why has that changed screen? Should be up here. GU spread is about 4 ticks this morning, a little bit higher than usual. So 5.3 pip stop. I need 37.5 lots. Divided by 2 is 18.75. That's not really a rejection candlestick. If this engulfs the previous candle, maybe we'll class that as rejection. If it does it on this, then yeah, we will. And then look to get a limit on the 78.6. Depends on when that candle closes. Cool, right, that's rejection. Let's set our orders. So limit order from this level, take it higher like that. Let's go. So pound US dollar, new order, pending buy limit 18.75, 4 tick stop. That's my SL. Place. Duplicate. Cool. SL at 50, correct. SL at, entry at, oh, I've got a new entry level, fuck. Let me adjust that real quick. There we go. Right, new entry, new SL. And this on the 2 minute, so I go back to this view. Cool. Send that out for the guys in the VIP that aren't in here. VIP UP USD buy limit entry 1.24549 SL 1.24502 TP1 1.24719 TP2 1.24778. Risk to reward on this 4.67. Post that. Forward that in the free group because it's the first one of the week. Lovely. Now we just wait to tap in. See what happens, let's get it. Yeah, it looks decent. We've got that 2 minute tweezer bottom there. These are solid rejection candlesticks. We just need price to come back down and tap us in off of this 78.6 level. And then we've got an entry there. They're solid. I'll put my TPs in now. TP1, TP2. Cool, 1978. Let's bang on. Candle's strong. But I'm personally still in this limit until this high is taken out there. Until then I'm still in this limit. And it's fine to me. Let's give this a shout on the socials. This might be too bullish. Level's still valid. We just need to wait and see if we get tapped in or not. Could be coming down to us now. Let's see. Let's check 2 minute. This is what we're entering on. Move this all along. Still valid. If you wanted to, could play it safer and go 71%. See if you get tabbed in there, but I am usually sound because it's already hit the 78.6 level, so you can expect it to double back if it is going to tap us. In terms of the plug and play, Goran, you can use it in a few different ways. So you can use it as a confluence for your own trading, like you're saying there, with your own interpretation. The fact that it's not an automated price delivery kind of thing, it's just a Pine script strategy, so it will plot the buy and sells on your trading view. If you don't want to take that position, you don't have to. So sometimes if the market is just moving in one certain direction and it's telling you to take trades in the other way, it's up to your discretion if you want to not take those trades. But even if you are a complete beginner and you don't have a clue about trading, if you do just follow each one of those trades blindly, then you can see that it's a profitable strategy anyway. So at a very bare minimum, you've got a profitable strategy that you just need to copy. If you do want to use it as a confluence, as like an extra trading tool, then you can do. So it's a really powerful tool there, and it works for funded accounts as well. So where our like mass copy trading strategies, you can't use unfunded accounts because then obviously they'd get detected for copy trading. You manually executing your own trades on your own account is pretty fine. So you can use the Pine script strategies that we've got for that as well. Speaking of automated strategies, our Midas system has just got 2 wins this morning, back to back, 1 loss, 1 win on gold. Let me load that one up and see. Get this on there, there you go. This is the Midas system, Midas by Moneda FX. This is what we run as a personal account copy trader. This morning you can see we've got 1 win there, 1 short there. So 1 short, 1 long, sorry, both winners. This is running Gear 1 on a $5,000 master account. So that's what, about 1% we just made there. £44.82 divided by 5k. So yeah, 0.9% on the lowest risk possible. This is currently only got a maximum drawdown of 4%, which is crazy. A lot of people use this on Gear 2 or Gear 3. So that would be 1.8% or 2.7%. But yeah, this one is completely automated. So it will just mirror that onto your account for you completely hands-free. Like you see, this is literally just place this trade as I've been on live right now. So it's completely automated. Single entry trade per position with a stop loss and a take profit, as you can see there. So very, very sound risk managed system. It's not a grid system or a martingale system that will spam like 20 trades a day. Something like that is completely cutting edge compared to those systems. So yeah, nice little win for us there from the auto. This one looks like it's probably going to hit this previous high without us. Might not get tapped in. That's fine, that means it's not a valid setup. Like I said, if we really wanted to, we could push it back up to there and change the entry if we think it's being too strong. I'm not fully certain on if we need to do that at this stage. Yeah, I think maybe we could. I think now that prices came up this high, we can probably look to move that to the 71 level. So this gives us a change of entry, 6.5 pips stop. So GU, call it 4 ticks, 6.9. We need a 29 lot trade. 4.5. This might just hit that level anyway, to be fair. Might just be a case of removing limits. Yeah, okay, cancel limits. It's made a double top. So now we wait for the next wave, see if there's any money for us there. Direction is right, idea is right, it's just not giving us a high enough RR trade, which is important. As Winston Churchill once said, if you stop for every dog that barks, you'll never get to where you need to go. You can't just take every single high or low in an uptrend. Otherwise you're not going to have a high enough minimum RR per trade. We were counting the top of the candle, not the wick as a double top. Yeah, mate. Candle, when you have a candle body like this, that is also a significant level, not just the actual wick. Where the candles open and close is also a level of significance as well. You'll see a lot of double tops that happen like this, and if you include the wicks, they're not actually double tops, but if you look at the bodies, they do. So once that body's been taken, that's a significant level. So same with when I'm looking at order blocks, I don't count the wick in an order block, purely just the body. Looks like EU is using this previous high as a level of support now. So this is actually a level of interest if this does act as support and push higher, or if it actually crumbles beneath that and goes lower. That's quite an important message to see for the day what happens. Looks like it's being used as support right now, but it's a little bit too early to say until this high gets broken. That high looks like it's been broken, not quite, but it's on its way there. So yeah, for example, we'll just keep trading this, on the next high and the next high, unless this breaks below and has a change of character lower. You can see on the 1 hour this EMA has been used as strong support. That's where we found the big support there for the past hour. We've actually left behind some fair value on the hourly candle, and it's a huge displacement candle engulfing the whole of Friday's price action. Sorry, no it didn't. That was the Asian session price action from this morning. Engulfed all of that, so maybe we could look for a little retracement back higher rather than going there just yet. That's kind of what we're waiting to see with this predicament here. GU still making higher highs and higher lows so far. If this wanted to be a liquidity sweep, it would have probably already happened beneath this low rather than coming up again. But you never know with that sort of stuff. The 1 minute EMA has been used as support quite well. I don't really like using the 1 minute 50 EMA, to be honest. See what happens there with that. But yeah, you can see on the higher time frames with GU, we have this huge trend here that was broken above, and now what we're doing currently is we're seeing if we're using that as support to go higher, or whether we're going to have a fake out and come back beneath inside the trend. That's the current mode of the day. So realistically, we'd say this is your substructure. Let's take a look at EU. So EU already had the substructure, break of substructure above, and we're looking at a pullback. So we actually want EU to go lower. That's not analysis saying that it will go lower, that's just our preferred direction for it. See what fib levels it's currently satisfied. It's just hit the 38.2, which is what you see from an impulsive move. This is impulsive, we'll see if it keeps up that way or if it reverses lower. And then again, we've got setups waiting on AU. That has tapped the 71, you know. Maybe we get an entry from this. Should have had a limit on that, really. I just didn't want to hold the limit overnight. Yeah, we had that tap in London Open. Swept that liquidity there. Alright, let's go for that again. It's not hit the 71 yet. Let's go on this candle body. What level is this on? Let's snatch that. Couple pips below there, nice. That's been filled in. Right, yeah, swept that liquidity there that we pointed out. This one, that's been swept. Let's see if we get a double bottom from that to enter. So look at NU first as well. NU's not came all the way down as much as AU. So it's fair value filled in. Maybe this one will come back down to 71. Got liquidity there. Do I think it's going to sweep that low again? It might do, you know. It's not really, it didn't really sweep the previous highs of that, so maybe it will come back down even lower. It's got this order block here to tap into. So yeah, maybe I'll keep them at 71 as intended. Change that stop back. Add another pip on. Yeah, a couple pips below. Cool. Right, I will probably look to place both of these on a limit. Everything looks fantastic to me. Gee, we've got some waiting time. Okay, let's line this up. TP1, TP2, TP3. Cool, that's that. And this, so perfect. Cool, right, let's send this one out. So AU that's a 4.2. This one, very similar setup. That's 4.2. Cool, pretty identical setup there on AU and NU. I'm fine with taking both. I know it's basically like placing 2% risk per trade if I'm doing that, but with this strategy I'm fine with doing that, to be honest. GU has risen higher. Cool, that's what we want to see. We just want to see a pullback at this point. Let me line these up myself. 24.3 pips. NU spread is that 3 ticks or 4? Got it 3. So we go in 24.6 pips. .13. New order. Menu. Pending by 4.16. Price. Stop. So that's my entry. Cool. Duplicate that. And again. the TPs. Perfect. That one's set. And then I will probably just see if price hits this level again and reevaluate if so. AU, this level, and do the same there. So AU 24 pips, the spread is about 4 ticks. .18, 4.9 again, similar. New order. AU pending by copy these on. HTTP call. There we go, TP1, TP2, TP3, 2 positions, split into 3. Good stuff. Alright, that's them 2. All done. GU pushing higher, like we predicted. Just didn't tap us into that. That one will get tapped in sooner, so I'll leave it on. Right, what we can look at, GU long, we need this high to break before we can do anything. EU, the high has already broken outside of the trend, so we're waiting on a pullback for EU, which might not happen if this just keeps pushing higher. Set an alert there just in case. Set an alert above. Let us know if that's not the case. Oh. Delete. Cool, EU's a bit dormant. U-Swiss, the sell that we're in right now, this is coming down to TP2, which is nice. What we can look at is the re-entry criteria. Okay, so we have this correction, like we said we needed, in the form of a B, C. Notice that high is higher than that high, so this is A, B, C, bang. So if you watch your Sniper Sundays, we said here's our wave downwards. What we want is an ABC to break these highs, correct price and dump again. So that is literally exactly what we wanted and exactly what happened due to the Elliott wave structures, which I teach. This is now our break of structure. And what we want is some form of price action on the 15-minute that allows us to get a re-entry. So this was kind of, it's probably due to the Swiss news later today, but this is not what we want to trade. It's good for the trade that we're currently in because, you know, we're about to hit TP2. But in terms of a re-entry, this would have been a bit nicer if we had some more usual price action where you have ABC and then some form of substructure there. Would have been nice, allowing us to, you know, refill that to the downside and get another trade here. But didn't happen today. Price was just super bearish, and it looks like we're just going to hit our TP2 instead, which, you know, there's worst case scenarios to happen. So that's pretty lovely. Because I'm on the phase 2 of this challenge, I've just got my TP set at TP2, so I've just took TP1 and TP2 rather than having a TP3. So this is going to cash me out of everything on this trade, just to speed up passing challenges. Really, that's what I do. So if you guys want a similar model where instead of using TP1, TP2, TP3, you just take all at TP1 and 2, or even maybe take all at TP1, you can do that as well if you really want to speed it up. But from my years of data, this is the most effective model where you leave a 25% runner to this TP3, and the extra amount that you make is more than the amount that's lost. Price will usually hit TP3 even if it just takes longer. This month has been a bit more volatile than usual because of the Trump inauguration, so there's been several times this month where we've hit TP1 and reversed, and you do get months like that happen, but then you also get months where price is nice and it just smashes TP1, TP2 and TP3 quite consistently. So it is just like a month by month basis depending on how the market's feeling. There we go. Lovely, TP2 hit. Let's see what we made. Bosh, 4k from that, 3k from the first one. So we did take a couple losses starting out this challenge. We hit stop loss a couple times. All it takes is one trade to make that back. Okay, now I'm up 3k from that. So from one win and 2 losses, I've made 3 grand. And that's what trading's all about. It's not about being scared of losing, it's about knowing that your wins overcome the losses. So that's nice, 2.8k in the bag. Currently at 1% now on this, just need another 4% for this phase 2. Send that out, TP2 hit. And that is 4.25 risk to reward. Bosh. And then we'll see if that runs on to TP3. GU is flying. It's already about to hit that session range. So EU's broke that high. Okay, cool. That's what we wanted to see. GU's broke the high. That's telling us EU also wants to be bullish as well for the London session. GU's kind of overtaken it. GU was lagging, and now this wave has pushed it well above. That's cool. Interesting to see where GU goes from here. GU, in order to play catch up with the other dollar pairs, does kind of need to break that high. If you remember this substructure outside of the wave, that's where GU is now. That's GU now. So all the other dollar pairs have already broke this and are coming back down. So GU is a little bit far behind the other pairs at the moment. So it's a lot harder to play the correlation game with GU compared to usual conditions. EU as well is in this sort of cloud, this daily cloud. So you had these three, 1, 2, 3 triple bottom. The price broke beneath. Now it's kind of looking to go back in that trend. So we're in a real predicament. Is price trying to break out of this and go higher back in the trend, or is it simply using this as resistance to come lower? So right now within this grey area, it is exactly that. It's a grey area. You don't really know. So intraday we're fine to sort of play price between its session ranges, but it is kind of a little bit up in the air right now. CM says, when you're taking swing/day trade, do you divide your position into 3 positions for the 3 TPs? Yeah, you should have seen me do that. I spent like a whole 10 minutes placing these positions. So you see Aussie dollar is in 3 parts, New Zealand dollar is in 3 parts, like that. And I have 50% of the whole position on TP1, 25%, 25%. That's my logic. It's kind of a big FAQ at the moment. I try say it quite a lot, but people still ask. So yeah, 50% TP1, and then if I've got a TP2 and TP3, I do 25%, 25%. Reason being, okay, if you look at the maths on these fib levels, if you can take 50% of your position here at TP1, you've made a decent like 1.5, 1.6%, even if price reverses against you, and all it does is take out that previous high, which is nice. And that's kind of like a good worst case scenario. It's quite easy to be greedy and think, oh, I'll take 25 there, 50 there, and 25 there, but this is your most commonly hit TP because it's the first one. So trust me, I've tried and tested a lot of different combos of what percents to take at what TPs, and 50, 25, 25 is a really good system. The extra 25% at TP3 isn't 100% necessary. If anything, I kind of just like hitting a high risk to reward trade, but it is about as effective as if you just took a 50% here like this, which is sometimes what I do. Well, I do on I do take 50%, 50% sometimes on funded challenges just to secure them profits a lot quicker. Because what you can have here now is where you have this TP1, TP2, and then maybe another ABC, and like weeks before you hit that TP3. So if you are a fan of swing trading and holding out for that last TP3, from my journaling and my backtesting, it is more profitable to have that TP3. But if it works better for you to just have 1 and 2, 50-50, then all means do that. And it means you realise your profits a lot quicker as well. Is there a way to move stops to BE? Yeah, of course. You just change your stop loss. So you can just go in your position and change this and modify. If you're on your phone doing it, you just hold down on the position, change the stop loss, and then click confirm. There's no way to automatically embed that. You have to go in there and change it. But you know, it's only a few clicks. Right, it seems this session range is getting taken out, which could lead to a reversal. It could break through it and smash higher. Kind of a guessing game though. EU seems to have broke above Asia, used as support and pushing higher. We could trade the wave structure here. We could just leave it, because you have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we're due a correction before we push higher. I don't really have the EMA backing me for EU, which I like to go off intraday. It's like an extra confluence. So even though it looks like it's, you know, just trying to find support to push higher, you don't know if this is going to be below there and maybe correct. So it's a bit too dangerous to trade that one. I think that with the Swiss news, this might hit TP3 before then. The Swiss news isn't till like what, 9 PM, 9:30 UK time. So we've got plenty of time. That's like at the end of New York session. So I reckon, yeah, we could probably hit TP3 today on this. This got tagged in on Thursday, the 23rd, and it's now Monday, the 27th. So this is only really like the 3rd trading day after. So this has been quite a good day trade, time-wise. I'm gonna go grab a drink, so just be a couple of minutes. Oh, fuck! Locked my whole computer. Didn't mean that. Right, see you in a couple of minutes, lads. Yes, yes. Elvis is back in the building. Got no fucking iced coffee left, lads. Fuming. Apologies, lads. Sending out the updates. It's a bit slow. We've got our TP here, we've got our setups waiting on the swings, but in terms of intraday, I'm not seeing too much more opportunity after that. Still early, we've got like another hour and a half. I don't want to let this tempt me, no matter how clear it might look that EU is going to make another lower low and lower high. It's just not giving me that extra confluence of having the EMA on there, which I like to see. That in combination with the fact that we've already had 5 waves is telling me it's not a smart buy. See what happens on this GU. Yes, lads. Just got just sat here with my mic on mute, getting a bit of work done in the background. There's nothing really exciting going on here. We had this opportunity on GU. Price was making lower lows, lower highs using EMA as support. We wanted this to pull back a bit deeper, and we would have gone long, but it didn't. Missed the EMA, so we didn't get tapped in. Now that this top session range has been taken, it's a bit dangerous to trade off of that, so you need to see what happens there. Likewise with EU will probably push higher, but we don't have that confluence from a double EMA support, and it looks like we've already printed 5 waves. So if price does come down, it might need to correct and take out that low to generate liquidity higher, so we're not really getting tempted by that. So yeah, the only thing that I can really entertain you with on screen is the swings that I'm looking to set up, or this U Swiss, which is coming down to our TP3. So yeah, going to be a bit quiet as I'm just getting on with some work in the background, being productive while I can. I'm not looking for any further trades yet, but you know, we've got like another hour and a half of London session, so we'll check back in on the charts in like half an hour or so, see if there's any development here. Bosh, there we go. TP3 has been hit. 5.66 RR, TP1, TP2, TP3. That is lovely. And this was a trade that we called on Thursday the 23rd of Jan. And now the following Monday we've already made 5.7%. So that's lovely. We had this larger trendline breakout. We had a substructure form beneath it that broke out. Price had another breakout, and then we caught this from a retap of the fair value gap, which was actually two fair value gaps overlapping, so that becomes a balanced price range. Price retapped, sold off to the downside, and we made a nice 5.7% from that in about 3 days. So pretty good day trade there. Let's alert the VIP with that one. TP3 hit plus 5.66 Mr. Reward, and that is probably going to be trade of the week. 5.66R in 3 days. Cool. Yeah, nothing really happening, guys. I'm sorry. Can't force the markets to move. It's a newsless Monday. So yeah, nothing really happening. Price is reacting from up here. I think I might call this one early. Right now we're just waiting on AU and NU. See if they're going to tag us in. EU's a little bit up in the air. We kind of need that to come back down if we want to buy it. It might break the high. So yeah, just a waiting game right now. But at least we've hit TP3 on this U-Swiss position. That is very tidy. Probably won't look for another short, just because our lower trading range is this trend line here, and price is coming very close to that right now. So we don't have that much of a trading range to keep shorting this. What we might see if price is bearish is if price comes beneath this trend line. Again, we need to see some form of substructure beneath that, and then wait for that one to break before we can start looking for sells lower. So just like we had literally here on this setup where we had substructure, breakout, and then we can trade it. If price breaks beneath this 4-hour trend line, that's what we need to see once again to trade price lower. Okay, so eyes on that. What we could also see, a possible scenario, is this is our local trend line as resistance. Price could break that as it bounces off of this trend line, okay, and pushes higher. So multiple scenarios there, which is important. Shows the importance of understanding your trading range, where you can buy and sell price between a range, literally that. You don't want to fall into the trap of like trying to trade when you're approaching key levels, which should be restrictions. Okay, so we want to wait for all the clear levels to break and give us that solid trading range to profit between. But yeah, nothing really else happening within this London session. So just going to sign off now, get on with some work. Mainly doing some R&D for some more settings at the moment for the funded autopilot trader. So if you are interested in that, drop me a message. We're probably going to find about 10 set files, I think I'm going to aim for, and then we'll release those 10. So if you do want to secure your spot now, do drop me a message to reserve one, because there probably won't be any more set files after that for a couple of months. So yeah, we've got about 20 clients active on the first 20 settings that we released. They're all doing amazing. We've just had a couple payouts land last week actually from those. So we'll put together like a little portfolio for everyone saying or how the current guy's getting on. And then yeah, apart from that, I'll see you in the chats. See if we get any more setups later today. Mainly just keeping an eye on these at the moment. But yeah, everyone have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.